Ghired Conclave Exile. This is a budget deck tech on Ghired with a focus on populate and reanimator. This deck is for you if you like playing casual commander. This deck is around a 5 to 6 power level. It wins through combat damage. Ghired is a Naya commander that has a built-in populate trigger. To populate means to choose a creature token you control and create a token that's a copy of that creature token. So any token we have can be copied with our commander Ghired, or any of the populate cards in the deck. We have spells like Sundering Growth and Rootborn Defenses that can populate. We have Wayfaring Temple and some nice X spells in Ghired's Belligerence and Full Flowering. We also have some nice enchantments in Growing Ranks and Song of the World Soul. Some more creatures include Vidu-Ghazi Guildmage, Trostani Selesnya's Voice, and Selesnya Eulogist. All of these creatures are really great at populating because they've activated abilities which allow us to populate our tokens. To help reduce these costs, we are also running Zirda the Dawnwaker. Creature tokens. First we have Dragon Master Outcast, he can make a 5/5 dragon. Then we have Doomed Artisan, which makes sculpture tokens, which get stronger for each sculpture token that you have. We have Wingmate Rock, which can create a bird. Golden Guardian can make a 4/4 golem. Giant Adifage can make copies of itself, so you can copy the copies of the Giant Adifage to make more copies when they deal combat damage to a player. Somberwald Beastmaster is a great token producer, as it makes a 2/2, 3/3, and 4/4. It also provides your tokens with Death Touch as long as you have Somberwald Beastmaster on the battlefield. Desolation Twin probably makes the best token in our deck, which is just a vanilla 10/10 Eldrazi token. Feel free to copy this as much as you want. We can also use Hate Mirage to make copies of our creatures until end of turn and populate them to keep them permanently. We also have a few Angel token producers with Sarah the Benevolent, Amiria's Call, and Starnhelm Unleashed. It's quite easy to have an army of 4/4 flying angels in this deck. Board Wipes. We're running a copy of Phyrexian Rebirth, which can make a large token after all the creatures are destroyed. We are also running Azuri's Predation, which makes a 4/4 beast token for each of your opponent's creatures. It fights them all, so each of your opponent's creatures with power 3 or less, you have a 4/4 beast left over. Removal. Reclamation Sage can destroy an artifact or an enchantment. Luminate Primordial can exile a creature that each opponent controls. Angel of Sanctions is another great exile removal spell. Ghired's Belligerence can also destroy creatures too. Beast Within is a premium removal spell as it can destroy any permanent. Thrash Threat can make a token or have one of our creatures deal damage to an opponent's creature. Graveyard Tokens. We are running both of the Kenras because they both have Eternalize, which lets us cast them from the graveyard as 4/4 zombie creature tokens. These creature tokens have enter the battlefield triggers and can be populated as well. Two more Eternalized cards are Timeless Dragon and Sunscorched Champion. Timeless Dragon is great because it can help us fix our mana with its plane cycling, and Sunscorched Champion can gain us some life if we're in a pinch. Timeless Witness and Angel of Sanctions are both great cards that can be reanimated from the graveyard using their own abilities as well. Ramp. For 1 mana value ramp, we are running Soul Ring and Search for Tomorrow. For 2 mana ramp, we are running Rampant Growth, Arcane Signet, Sakura Tribe Elder, and Farseek. On turn 3, we can play Zirda the Dawnwaker, Cultivate, or Springbloom Druid. Turn 4, we have Golden Guardian, which can be flipped into a land that produces 2 mana, or it can create 4/4 colors Golem creature tokens. Draw. Harmonize, Momentous Fall, and Shamanic Revelation act as some card draw in our deck. Discard outlets. Rummaging effects such as Premium Looting are great in this deck, as we want our creatures in the graveyard. Fable of the Mirror Breaker can also rummage for us. With its second Saga ability, it can discard up to 2 cards. It also makes a 2/2 Goblin token that we can populate, and the flip side of the Reflection of Jiki-Giki can make a copy of our creatures, similar to the Hate Mirage from earlier that we discussed. Some enchantment discard effects that we're running are Pyromancy, Hypochondria, and Narcissism. All of these cards can discard cards from my hand to get them into the graveyard, allowing us to reanimate them with spells or use their own abilities to come back from the graveyard. Reanimation spells. Breath of Life, Resurrection, and Late to Dinner run our reanimation spell package. All of them are quite simple in that they just choose a creature in our graveyard and put it into play. Theldon of the Third Path can also reanimate creatures as a token, that we can duplicate and using our populate ability so that we can keep it on the battlefield. Godfarer's Gift is another great card, similar to Felden in that it can reanimate our creatures as 4/4 black zombie creature tokens. These ones don't disappear, so we don't need to populate them in order to keep them. Gate to the Afterlife is a nice tutor for this great card. Big Boys. A Touch-Thin Worm and Apex Altasar run our nice big boys that we can reanimate with our reanimation spells. These are just some fat creatures that can come up the board and allow us to get some nice damage in the late game. Support cards. Fires of Yavimaya is a great utility card as it gives our creatures haste, allowing our commander to populate right away. Prava of the Steel Legion and Intangible Virtue are both cards that help increase the value of our creature tokens. Somberwall Beastmaster and Amara Tandris both also help support our token theme. Thank you for checking out my Ghired Reanimator deck. If you're interested in buying it, you can check out the link below, as it's only under $70, so it's very budget. If you enjoyed playing Casual Commander, then maybe this is the deck for you. Thank you for watching my video, and be sure to subscribe to MTG Jank. So long!